Hey watchers, looking to shed that quarantine 10? Click the link down below for your NutriBurst and ISO tea so you can get skinny in no time.
Happy Funny Fridays, everybody. It's your girl, Big Ish, and I'm back with another review, baby. Happy Funny Friday. Happy Funny Friday. This week I'm reviewing the Honeymoon Special on Netflix. It's starring Natasha Leggero and her husband, Moshe Kasher. They are a comedic stand-up dual married team, and I want to say the first of their kind. I've never seen anything like that before, so congrats to them. They have this special on Netflix. It's amazing. But before we get into it, I want you to hit the like button, comment down below if you've seen it. Do you think it's fun? Subscribe to my channel and leave any comments down below. Also, if you hit the notification bell, you will get alerts on every time I upload a video, which is usually Thursdays and Friday. So now on to the review. Oh, flowers, my flowers, I keep karate chopping them. But before we get into it, how do you like my shirt? This is the Black Barbie, baby. She's chocolate, she's black, she's beautiful, she's wearing her post earrings, and she has her afro, and she loves who she is. Now let me tell you, I love a statement shirt. I love a statement t-shirt. I go to all the little quirky stores that sell the most interesting t-shirts that I can find. I actually got this one off of Amazon, and if you like it, I'll link it down below. They have several different colors, and I just think it makes such a great statement expressing my blackness and, you know, my heritage. And Barbie can be anything she wants to be. She can look any way she wants. She can gain 10 pounds, she can gain 20. She can be chocolate or as midnight, or she could be as light as, you know, the fairest person on the planet. Who cares? Nobody cares. Barbie is who we want her to be. So I'm celebrating Barbie today, my version of Barbie, and I hope you like it. So let's get into the review. Natasha and her husband Moshe are backstage, and they are basically going over who's going to go on stage first. Again, they are a husband and wife comedic duo. So interesting. I had to watch it. I saw it come up, you know, because I'm always looking for stand-up. Now, my rule is 15 minutes. I give any stand-up 15 minutes to warm up, and then if there's no funny by the end of that 15 minutes, I usually turn it off. Now, sometimes if I feel like I am being primed for some more funny to come later, I will extend it and I will watch it past the 15 minutes. But 15 minutes is typically all that I give a stand-up. So Natasha comes on stage and she's wearing this sequence dress with a white fur coat, black opaque stockings, and black heels. So I'm not a fan of the outfit already. As soon as she comes on, I'm rolling my eyes. I'm like, who put this together? You know, but okay, she's being herself. We'll give it a go. So she gets on stage, and, you know, she later reveals that she is with child. She is swollen with love, so to speak. And after she reveals she's pregnant, it's on and popping. Girlfriend goes into all of these inappropriate jokes about pregnancy and children. It's hilarious. So she starts talking about, you know, people who leave the babies in the car to die. And, you know, it was so funny because when I first had my son, who is 17 now and will be graduating high school in 2021, I had never had any experience with children, and there were a lot of people in 2003 who were leaving kids in the car to die by accident, and it was crazy. And I would check the back seats, check under the seats. Every time I go into work, I would ask my mom if she was dropping him off. Mom, make sure you check the back seat, make sure he's not in there, because I was so deathly afraid of leaving my kid in the car. And she goes into this whole rant about how she's actually that type of person that would do something like that. Of course, it's not funny, but of course, it's hilarious. I'm dying, I'm laughing. She has me, I'm roped in. Natasha beats the crap out of all the Trump supporters. And I'm sure there were probably some sitting in her audience that were highly offended, but no holds barred, Natasha went in on all the Trump supporters, and I mean, she really gave them the business. It was hilarious, and I knew there were some people in the audience that would be offended, and there's definitely going to be some people on Netflix or watching the series that's going to be definitely offended by her jokes, but she gives them the business. I enjoyed it. I sat back and I laughed, and she was right, and I enjoyed it. She also goes into this spiel about her grandmom passing away and her libertarian brother. Now, if you listen to any of my last YouTube videos or any of my last posts, I always talk about what libertarians are, and that's my mother's phrase. My mother created that phrase, libertarian. A libertarian is a person who is not a social drinker, way past a social drinker, and not quite an alcoholic. They're like right on the verge of being an alcoholic. When they drink, they do binge drink, they're loud, they're boisterous, or they're slurring their words, they got juicy lips, but they're not drinking every day. You know, this is somebody, when they do drink, they get all the way down and they're having a good time and they're loud. Her brother is that version of what a libertarian is. So she talks about him arriving to her Nana's funeral drunk and loud, and it is so funny. I died laughing. She has an innate ability to tell a great story. She is a good storyteller. She also goes on to tell another barrage of inappropriate jokes about priests and, you know, assault from the priest. It was incredible. The Catholic Church and Catholicism, and how Catholicism somehow contributes to the things that were happening to some of these kids. And it's not funny, but it's so funny, you guys. Like, I can't even describe it. She also goes on to talk about women who have had this experience with men who wear, you know, I'm trying to describe it so I don't get flagged by YouTube. Oh, my earrings is going crazy, y'all. But men who wear the overcoats and flash in public. And she goes on to interview women in the audience who this has happened to. And the reason she's doing this is because she's trying to show us the disparaging differences between the male and female sexes. And it's so funny. And even though this is not a funny subject, these women were clearly accosted. It's hilarious. She has an uncanny comedic timing. She has the ability to make things that aren't funny hilarious. It's not many people that can do that without offending people. You know, she has a black joke in there. She has, you know, a hillbilly joke in there. She has a joke for everybody, and she's able to do it well without really offending anyone. I mean, who can talk about, you know, being assaulted and make that funny? Natasha can. She's hilarious. I enjoyed it. I love it. And let me tell you, you will too. After her set is over, her husband Moshe comes on. Now, I don't know what dinner is like at their house. I clearly see why these two are married. They both have the same type of sense of humor. I could just tell being around them is a hoot. I would love to just come over their house for dinner one night. I'm sure it would be amazing and fun, and I'd probably pee my pants. But anyway, Moshe comes on and he is very blue. He's, if you don't know what blue means, that means very vulgar in the comedic world. He says what's on his mind, and he opens his set with talking about his mother, who is hearing impaired. Not only is she hearing impaired, but she is a staunch feminist. He grew up in a world where his mother, even though she was hearing impaired, fought for women's right, the right to choose, you know, sexual liberation, and he was brought to rallies and all these different kind of things. You're talking 8, 9, 10 years old. It's so funny. And his grandmother was the same way. So he was around all these women who supported him, you know, exploring himself at 10 years old. And he even goes into one bit where his mom takes him to a store, shall we say, I can't say much on YouTube, but takes him to this store where he's able to expand his young mind and flourish in a way that, you know, most people would try and, you know, stop their kids from doing. But she's like, here, you know, if you want to look at it all. If you want to see it all. And it's hilarious. I love it. He's just as funny as Natasha. They are a great team, a great duo, and I can't wait to hear more from them. I was thoroughly impressed. If you've seen this stand-up, comment down below. Let me know, were you offended by anything that they said? You really can't get offended when it comes to stand-up. I mean, you know, and also there is a thin line between vulgarity and disgustingness. And when something is disgusting and you're just barraging me with a bunch of curse words or, sex jokes that aren't even funny, just sex, bad jokes and bad timing, I can't get offended. I'm like, I'm turning this off. This is not for me. But when you have jokes that are vulgar, but yet have a purpose and there's an ending to the story and they're funny, then, I'm all for it. I don't care. I love it. I'm not offended. I'm enjoying it. This is what this show does. There is a purpose to every story. There's an ending to every story. And in the ending, it's a whole lot of funny. You're going to love it. Comment down below if you've seen it. Let me know if you're going to check it out this weekend. Pop your popcorn, hang out on the couch. You ain't got nowhere to go. We quarantine. So you might as well just hang out in your living room or in your bedroom with your spouse or yourself. Hey, maybe you're your own boo. Hey, I'm with that too. And hang out and watch the Honeymoon Special. It's on Netflix. I loved it. You're going to love it. Comment down below, like and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can get what's new on your TV every week. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.